So, could you tell me your name and how old you are?
I'm Archie and I'm 8 years old.
My name's Tasha, and we live in Monbulk.
Yep, my name's Travis, obviously same resident as Tash. So Arch's journey started, 7 years ago to the day almost.
Archie's development was he hit every milestone perfectly up until the 18 months. Had quite a large head circumference, but I come from a family of quite big heads, so it was a bit of a joke really that he followed my family's path. At his 18-month checkup, however, he wasn't walking. He was showing some signs of doing it. He'd be walking along the couch. All of a sudden, he'd probably stopped doing that a little bit. He wasn't doing it as often, was he?
No. We had met some specialists and we were going to have an MRI, and one of the doctors came out from the MRI and said, look, you won't be going anywhere. Arch has got a rather large growth and it's massive and we're not sure what it is. So we'll be checking you in literally right now and you won't be going anywhere for the foreseeable future. He was diagnosed with having a large tumour, sort of in his cerebellum region of his brain. So from there it was full steam ahead to try and diagnose exactly what the tumour was.
That kind of a diagnosis, that doesn't happen to people you know, let alone does it happen to yourself. Due to the tumour's positioning, I suppose, it was blocking some ventricles. There was a bit of fluid build up in the centre of his brain. So he had one initial operation just to drain that out, followed by a nice 9-hour operation the next day in resecting what we found out was a cricket ball size of a tumour in his cerebellum. We were prepared and told that it wasn't necessarily a very nice looking tumour.
Dr. Zenos had basically said, be prepared for every scenario, good and bad. Our initial hopes were if we had a young bloke that could walk and get around and dress himself and feed himself, that would be...
due to where the tumour was, being in the cerebellum and controlling those gross motor skills. In that period of time, basically within days, due to where the tumour was resected, a lot of cephalus had built up in the cavity where the tumour had been resected. So that then brought us to a shunt being administered. If you had have asked us, the question of what is a shunt and how is it ever used, we would not have had any idea, would we? What are these things?
How is it going to work? And then you find out what the technology is, and that there's a little reservoir and then a drain that goes into your tummy, and there's 6 foot of tube in.
And this is what we're going to have. We'll do this.
This is life now.
Yeah. They always use the term usually with the pilocytic astrocytoma that we have.
Well done.
If anything happens, it's going to happen within the first 5 years.
Yeah.
If the tumour's going to grow, typically would happen in the first 5 years.
So we
got through that 5 years, and really fast forward to now, or even maybe 2 years ago people are really shocked at ever hearing any kind of diagnosis, aren't they? You could see him and he is your typical average child.
Plays football, plays cricket.
Yeah, he's got some amazing natural talent, helps too, but yeah, amazing natural skills that he just exceeds.
Given that he's
anything that he's typically missing so much of a
cerebellum,
of your brain. The shunt does enable him to live a normal life and just kick goals, literally, physically.
Yeah.
Physically, football fanatic, sport fanatic.
Yeah, no limits. Over the scan of it all has been extremely positive.
Oh yeah.
It
is a technology unlike anything, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't think we'll ever totally grasp just how amazing it is, but all we know is the effect it's had on our life, or Archie's life, I should say. Like it changes our whole life. Without it, we don't live the lifestyle we live right now.
Not at all. Not at all. Arch doesn't live the lifestyle that he does.
So it affects everybody. You know, not just us, but grandparents, uncles, aunties, cousins. Yeah, we get to just be a normal family. Because of the shunt,
he can do the normal things, and he can be a normal kid.
Yeah.
And not feel any different, not feel anything.